always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Baptiste. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gilbert. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
And this is a guy that can find you the hit and yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
He might want another play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Lee. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? He was showing off those wide receiver skills out of the backfield, making that diving grab.
And if you're going to be a running back nowadays, you're going to the wide receiver drills during practice. Like, you have to be a weapon that we can use all over the field. And you see why. He's got mitts. He looks like a wide receiver.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Under fire! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Lee. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Turning it on. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move, it's Mooney. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Jackson will throw. Caught behind the line. It's Mooney. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game, and this is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early, and how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this 1st down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let... to that play stand. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Running through contact.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Irish! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the right side. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Merritt. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They want to run this quarterback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Running into the open space. There he goes. The 30, the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, Phyllis, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. To throw, it's Carr. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Noles! The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Dances away. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to scramble. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Unloads it left, and it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires left. Complete downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Gilbert. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll hurl it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive trying to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle, it's Merritt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Mooney. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, they're after him. Shakes off the defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll try to get it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Appalachian State has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 20 to NC State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. On the run, still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll run it here on third and goal, and they'll knock him down. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Mooney. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. Oh, there's an alley on the... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Baptiste. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Takes it the other way. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. Let's get...
Touchdown, Knowles! Quick strike through the air for the score. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Knoll Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. He's out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field. He just did it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab play for the 1st down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.